response for multiple gunshot victims in front of about Ivy Deli.
We need a second ambulance for another gunshot wound at 6553 Cardinal, Ivy Deli, Mark, code 3. Another gunshot to the chest.
So this 22-year-old man called it his day of retribution. Elliot Rodger wanted revenge for what he viewed as a lifetime of perceived slights because he was short and rejected by women. He even laid out his plans in a YouTube video and a 140-page manifesto. Today, here is what we know. Rodger's promised day of retribution targeted the town of Isla Vista, California. That's very close to the University of California, Santa Barbara, where he was formerly a student. When it was over, Rodger had killed 6 people and injured 13. It ended when he apparently killed himself. At last report, 7 of those who were injured were still in the hospital, 2 of them in serious condition. Well, Sarah Seidner is in Isla Vista, California for us this morning. And Sarah, I know you've been talking with some of the witnesses, understandably still horrified, still, frankly, probably in shock.
That's absolutely right, Lynn. And there are so many disturbing details to this case, from the manifesto and videos that the suspect put out there, to the people who witnessed this, to, of course, the families who are going through incredible loss. I do want to show you what's happened here. You can see that people have come and the memorials are growing, trying to remember those who lost their lives in this terrible shooting spree in Isla Vista. Police say this is where the sinister plan of a disturbed student began to unfold. 3 people, all stabbed to death, are taken from the apartment of 22-year-old college student Elliot Rodger. And then police say Rodger turned his rage on strangers, carrying out a chilling plan he detailed on YouTube.
On the day of retribution, I am going to enter the hottest sorority house of UCSB. And I will slaughter every single spoiled, stuck-up, blonde I see inside there.
Police say Rodger pounded on the door, but never made it inside the sorority. Instead, he began gunning people down outside. When we arrived, blood and flowers marked the spot where 3 young women were shot, 2 killed. So you're there at the fraternity.
Yeah.
You're there. You're just down the street, and you come around the corner after hearing gunshots. And what'd you see?
Okay, so I came up, and basically, there was a young girl laying right here, and I could just tell immediately that she was gone. I saw a gunshot wound to her abdomen and like on her side, and also one to her head. So you could tell she wasn't bleeding anymore, so she was gone. There was another girl right here.
My God, there were more than one.
There was 3 girls, yeah.
3 girls.
There was a girl right here, and she was really, really struggling. You could tell she was just barely able to move her eyes and just moving her arms slightly. And then there was another girl right here, and she was kind of like laying down crouched. She was still conscious. She was talking. She immediately got on the phone with her mother and was telling her mother about how much she loved her, and she wasn't sure that she was going to make it. And then it probably took about a minute or 2, and the one right here passed away.
The 3rd victim there survived, but the drive-by shooting spree continued, snatching away life with reckless abandon, leaving families in searing emotional pain.
He was the most warm, loving, kind-hearted youth you could ask for. I mean, it's just, if you talk to people that knew him, they would tell you, just a great kid. He had a beautiful soul. He was kind and thoughtful.
His son, 20-year-old student Christopher Ross Martinez, just wanted to grab a bite to eat at this market. He lost his life instead. He, along with 5 other innocents, are dead. Police say all victims of a young man with a deadly plan: guns, a fast car, and plenty of ammunition. And the sheriff said that the suspect, Elliot Rodger, actually was able to obtain all of his guns and ammunition legally. He had all the legal paperwork taken care of, and then he turned those guns on society. Lynn?
Sarah, just that witness account, horrified is one way to describe it. It's unbelievable. Sarah, thank you very much.